Welcome to tonight's game here in SEL, Glitchtech versus RedpackUDP. I'm HRAF. Gonna bring you through the action as we start immediately with a pause. It's entirely possible that one of the people on Redpack hasn't really been able to reset their settings or something. They just came out of an overtime game that I think they said they won, which is good for him, but gives him a little bit of momentum heading into this game versus Glitchtech here on Mirage. I think this is the main roster. We had Chaos a little while ago. Looks like he's either not available or he's been replaced. I'm not entirely sure. The picking predictions are in favor of Redpack. And last time I cast an SCL game on Twitch, it went to quadruple overtime. I think Glitchtech Youth were playing in that versus Validity X, and I was casting for Validity X rather than Glitchtech. So that's a little bit of a weird coincidence, but that was a very long game on Mirage as well. And if this match pause doesn't end anytime soon, it might have a chance of equaling the total match length of that quadruple overtime game. I think it ended up being 25-23 or something. Lasted almost 2 hours, which was a mess. But now it's a Glitchtech eSports, the main roster, trying to keep their unbeaten record in the league so far. And Redpack, I'm not entirely sure what the record is in the league so far. But given they've just come out of a win, I would have to assume that they're not half bad. And this should be a pretty close one. If it ever starts, you know. This pause is just so long. I don't even know what to say. I'm just kind of chilling here. I don't know what the issue is. All their pings look relatively stable. I don't know if there's any sort of tech issues or anything like that. It's a little bit aggravating how long this match pause is lasting after we had to wait a considerable amount of time for Redpack to finish their overtime game. It looks like maybe it was Glitchtech that called the match pause. Okay. We're finally ready to get the pistol round underway. Took long enough, about 2.5 minutes, maybe 3 minutes. Still, not quite sure what the reason was for that. But we are finally getting underway. This is about a little bit of utility and a P250 to go along with it. So he's probably going to be the spearhead of the assault, whichever site they go to, which it looks like it's going to go for a bit of an underpass as Valide gets really aggressive up towards the top of mid, and Never Sleep finds one before being completely overrun. Peteroo finding that kill. This two coming up play on A, trying to collapse on the site here. It's not really going to plan, although he does find the player over towards jungle. Valide has been spotted in connector, or heard in connector rather, and this two, he might try and go for a wrap here on the CTs, but realizing that he won't be able to drop down without making noise. Tries to play the close angle, doesn't really work out, and Valide picks up the last kill as well. Redpack with the pistol win. Starting off strong after finishing off their last game strong. And a little bit of a weird one coming through from Glitchtech. They probably weren't expecting the aggression that Valide just pulled up towards the top of mid. I mean, they did spurn some chances elsewhere on the map. And they have four spot into this one. I don't know how I feel about that, especially without getting a bomb plant. It's 4 Tech 9s and a Deagle. Gonna try for a bit quicker of a play here. Maybe towards apartment. The flash is coming through. The utilities come through from the T side. Maybe to try and fake some presence over towards B. Try and make them think it is a B take. But unless it's going aggressive over in apartments. Gets taken down, but Mihailos and Valide and Never Sleep now have... And Mikey, alright, I can't even keep up with how many kills are going the way of Redpack at the moment, and This dude with the MP9 he picked up, the last man left, does get taken down, and Redpack make it a pretty clean conversion, losing only a single body. As Glitchtech, having 4 spot into that last round, won't have any substantial money available in this round to buy in. So looks like they are going to half buy again. I think it's what Sponge calls a double deeg dip. Whereas when you force buy, you don't have enough money, but it's not worth saving anyways. The flash is pretty decent, but damage has been traded. I guess Velady got caught through the wall there. Because normally a dink with a deagle is more than 54 points of damage. Phoenix has found the first though. Monkey going aggressive over towards Palace. Finds a trade elsewhere on the map. That's Peter going down now. This 2E's going to get rained down with nades. That second one only tickles him a little bit. And in the meantime, the B-side's being left completely open. Might be able to get themselves a bomb plant here. And, oh, that's a nice shot from Franco Ales. Missing the chance there as well, as the T was facing his back. This 2 pouncing late as well to find another kill over on the A side. And this is a very, very good round coming through so far from Glitchtech. But there is still a chance here for Redpack. They've got more health, they've got more armor, they've got more utility, they've got more of everything at the moment. More firepower as well. Mihail's coming late from apartment. Doesn't get spotted before he finds the kill. Has spotted one over towards short. They're just trying to run the time low, but there are kits available. And now Distu, the last man left, playing from market, will not find the kill. Opted for the deagle instead, which was an interesting one. So that was a 4v2 that ended up being a victory, a 2v0 for Redpack, putting themselves up 3 up on the board. If I can string together a good sentence. And Glitchtech do finally have themselves a full buy to play with. Op 4 AKs, good amount of utility to go along with their armor on everyone. And looks like it's going to be another aggressive play down mid here as Velady, I mean, finds a nice flick, but he's burned himself down to about 50 HP in the meantime. And Phoenix, I mean, he's stuck behind the boxes over at the top of mid. He might be a little bit too scared to peek out at the moment. Franco, in the meantime, showing presence over towards B apartments. Keeping that rotation over towards the B side and away from mid, crucially. Which affords the T's a little bit more space there to maybe try and collapse over towards A. Phoenix finding a kill onto Miles as well. Monkey does find a trade elsewhere on the map, though. And still a 4v3 in Redpack's favor, but 3 players are very much wounded. And could be turned into mincemeat by the AKs here. It is a 2-man setup on both sides here. The bomb is headed towards B. And it does look like Mikey's just been stationed over towards mid to try and stop the rotate. Or interrupt the rotate at the very least. Never Sleep, I think he might be holding the angle though towards short. Although, I guess Auto Director doesn't find it important enough to show that to us. Never Sleep has turned off the angle with only 25 seconds on the clock. Could not be more telegraphed from the T side, and Mikey gets caught. The rest of them do make it past, but Les finds the man dropping down, and now Phoenix with an AWP in a 1v4. Finds the first, almost good for the second as well. Will drop down and find the kill. Getting interesting, but the time isn't, it's just not there for him. He's going to get taken down as well. Tries for the no-scope, doesn't quite land it. And Redpack have dealt with that full buy pretty well. Unfortunate for Glitchtech that they couldn't make more of it. But after losing a man early over towards mid, I guess it does lead to a change in plans. Another back on the half buy. It's still a forced buy, a bit of a weird one. It's 4 Tech 9s and a Mac 10. Oh no, sorry, 3 Tech 9s and 2 Mac 10s. LS on the second op finds the first kill quickly enough. As they try and rush over towards this site, he's going to get hounded for the second though. And Phoenix in the meantime has found the guy over towards bench as well. They've got themselves a good entry over towards that B side. This dude's picked up the op, finds a tag, but not quite the kill. And Velady coming through the smoke, finds the kill, interrupts the bomb plant. Oh my god, so much is happening. Mikey now left alone and will get taken down. That was a good chance. A good chance for Glitchtech, but just some heads-up Counter-Strike and also just some unpredictable Counter-Strike coming through from Velady, just crawling through that smoke. and causing mayhem onto the Glitchtech boys. So they've kept their record 5-0 for the moment. Another full buy is in order for Glitchtech, though. Will try and change their luck this time round. Valady, he's with some nice movement, finds Phoenix flying through the air. And, I mean, spots the second as well. Just going to pick up the up, going to try and do something with it. Unless I think he might have spotted the shoulder there towards apartment as well. And, yeah, Franco just walks into the angle, gets taken down, and this full buy is looking pretty meek for the moment. Mikey going to try and change that. Does land a little bit of a tag, but nothing more substantial. And that's exactly what was needed. This two holding the angle. He can find Mihails if he's going to... Oh! He could have, but... I guess they must have recognized that there was no real support over towards mid for the Opper. And we're just able to crawl underneath this crosshair, take him down. So now it's a 2v5. Mikey coming up from Brent. The angle's being watched by Valady, but he's just turned away from it. Repositioning over towards the top of the stairs. Does get spotted and gets taken down. And now Pedro in a 1v5. I mean, they're so confident. They're even hurting themselves at this point. And, yeah, not a great showing so far from Glitchtech. They're trying to keep that 100% win streak going. They have only played 2 games in SCL so far, to be fair. But it looks like their good luck might run out here, unless they could get something done. Pedro with a nice first catch. Valady peeks into the angle, and he's been so impactful for the CT side. Currently 10-1 in 6 rounds. As Glitchtech do take a pause, which is handy because that means I can take a little bit of a break and drink some water. Alright, looks like they force bought into this one again. 4 Tech 9s and a Mac 10. Bit of a common story. Interesting flashes coming through here from, I think it's Valade or maybe LS. Yeah, it's LS. That's interesting. And playing from Sandwich, they don't really get a chance to get past him. Never Sleep finding himself at second as well. Valade does get taken down, and Never Sleep is low, so he gets taken down as well. It's now a 2v2. Multiple missed shots by the op there will allow for the bomb plant to go down. They're not going to be able to push the issue here because you've got Mikey playing over from ramp as well. He does finally get taken care of. Mikey with the Tech 9 finds the kill, and if this is the round that gets something on the board... Oh, and that's the ace as well from Mikey with the Tech 9. Beautifully done, and what a way to pull your team back into it. Kind of try and shift the momentum a little bit. That's I would say that's a job well done. I mean, it's a testament to just how close these rounds have been, because Redpack have won 6 in a row, but they lose 1, and the money's in the tank. This is a rough buy coming through here from the CT side, although a less... Oh, he's doing work with the Deagle. Finds 2 from window before finally being traded out by Franco, and it's a 4v2 again. Glitchtech have found themselves in this position more than once. Oh, and that's a missed shot from Phoenix. He couldn't afford to miss that one. Try and even up the score a little bit again. But for the moment, Valady escapes with his life. Or, sorry, Mihails does. They're crawling their way through. Never Sleep gets caught from under. Mihails, they know he's here. They're going to try and use the molly to flush him out. In the meantime, Monkey, he's coming in from behind. The house does burn down, but Monkey's found the trade in the meantime. And he's locked Franco into the window. Although from murder hole they can still escape, and he's got himself a free bomb plant. I think if he keeps his ears open and realizes that Valede is on short, try and go for the safe plant. That's exactly what he's going to do. Oh, and Franco's found him as well. Could this be another clutch and another ace to go along with it? The thing, there might be 2 consecutive aces in this game already to put Glitchtech on the board would be pretty crazy. And I think he might have an inkling as to where Monkey is coming from. Noise being made, the barrel's been spotted, and Franco gets the second ace for Glitchtech and the second round as well. Some serious hero performances being put in here by the boys to get rounds on the board. I mean, it's either ace or nothing, it seems, at the moment. And now the money truly is in the bin for the CT side. Nothing but deagles. They've made work of this before. Les has done quite well with the deagle in his hand. Oh, Franco's making noise. Valede's going to try and pounce on him. Does land the tag, but not the kill. So a man advantage for what feels like the first time in forever for the T side. Fenix has missed another shot with the op, especially after slow creeping it. He shouldn't have. And Mihail's with a nice 1-dig. This two should have had the advantage there with the Mag-10, the running gun. But it doesn't quite happen. Mikey there with the trade, though. So they've got themselves into a 4v3 at the moment, but 3 are walking wounded. Oh, and Pedro coming across some aggression there from Never Sleep. Does deal with it adequately. Has time to pick up, to pull out his rifle and exterminate him. And Pedro, hello, 4x3. You should have been able to spot the top of the head there. Does get it eventually. Nice spray transfer to finish that off. And Glitchtech have half the scoreline, coming back into this game with 3 consecutive rounds. The money is back at a good spot for the CT side, though. They will be able to rebuy into this one and offer maybe a little bit more resistance against Glitchtech. They've gone for something a little bit aggressive here in mid, and it's not really worked out for Redpack. 2 men lost early on, a little bit of damage done towards the T-side boys, but, I mean, it's not really substantial or really enough, unless he's going to aggress, recognizing that there's someone in ladder room, but does get taken down. Peter was already low, but the kill just simply couldn't be converted by LS. And so a 5v3, this is the best round we've seen so far from Glitchtech. It looks like they're finally warming into this game. Ooh, Red Monkey does find one Valede with another over on the ace site, and that's before the bomb's been planted. It's been brought back into a 3v2, and they're going to have to be careful here as they get the bomb planted. They cover the planter effectively. And ooh, bit of a slow reaction coming through. Do still have plenty of utility available on that T side. Oh, and that's a good nade. Well timed from Mikey. Finding a substantial amount of damage onto the CT side. That's a slightly less successful smoke, but has done the trick. And Redpack have to leave with their tails between their legs. Might be able to find some exit kills here as Valede catches Mikey. Trying to aggress over towards short, maybe find an exit kill. But there's not enough time for the defuse. They've opted for the save already. And Glitchtech close it to within 2. As a result of losing that last round, it does mean that the buy from Redpack is pretty horrific again. I think unless he's trying to play with like a one-way over towards Wind, in the meantime aggression over towards Palace doesn't work out for Never Sleep as Phoenix finds the kill. And looks like that is the go-ahead for an execute over towards the A site. You still got one player here, Monkey. but he gets snuffed out by the Opera again. Franco finding a kill in the meantime, and plenty of utility available to stop the CTs from advancing as the bomb gets planted. Mihails gets caught in mid. I'm not sure how Distu, I mean, maybe heard that. It's either that or just very, very good timing coming through from him. And Valady now left in a 1v5 with the Op. Will find the first. Here in Connector, he is completely encircled. So unless he finds some serious shots or Glitchtech misplayed at all, he would have gotten maybe a little bit more damage done, but Phoenix will take him down and Glitchtech close it to within 1. The money back in a decent spot for the CT side though, so they'll be able to have a full buy again, decent amount of utility. The armor, the helmets are lacking a little bit, and there's only 1 kit in play. Could have maybe gotten a few more kits in play if you could drop kits, but you can't, so they won't. And yeah, some helmets are missing, but honestly, it's inconsequential, especially against AKs in an op. I mean, it's a one-tap headshot regardless. Might be a little bit more problematic once they switch over to, say, USP or a Glock, but otherwise, I mean, yeah, it's whatever. It's a nice entry over on the A side, though. Franco takes care of Monkey, does take significant damage as a result, though, so he's going to have to play a bit more of a backburning supporting role. They're going to flash through the smoke, and it's going to work out very, very poorly for them. Never Sleep finds both. Mikey and Peteru get taken down. Distu going around the world. To very little avail as they're coming from CT. There's no one coming from mid. We'll be able to find one, but otherwise it's a complete cleanup by Redpack. And they put themselves back in the driver's seat. Finally went around after dropping 5 in a row. And, I mean, a result of that lengthy win span for Glitchtech means they have enough money in the bank for another buy. And Phoenix has just stabbed Peteru in the back. This is, at some point they got to remember that this isn't Face It, and even then it's not really a great habit to have in Face It. I'm not entirely sure how that came about, but I see it so commonly, especially at like lower end, lower leagues like this one. It's not something I see in ESL Cologne or IM Katowice, for example. But you know, SCL. Intermediate league, yeah, it can still happen here. This has made quite a bit of ground here. Spots the first over towards stairs, but just can't land the bullet. And Mikey, oh, that's crisp from Alice. We'll find him. Try and maybe go for the second. The Molotov will get extinguished by a nicely placed smoke. Never Sleep does ultimately get taken down, putting it back into a 3v4 for Glitchtech. And I mean, if they had a frag grenade to throw into window, that could have done heaps of good. Miles will get taken down, but I think they should be aware there is still one more over in jungle. And the Op is in a vulnerable spot here, especially with Monkey playing very far back from CT. Could be a bit of a of an unknown quantity. I was going to go with some sort of saying, but I forgot it. In the meantime, it is a 3v3 retake. The weaponry is equal on either side, but the damage advantage is in the favor of Redpack at the moment. Although, given it's a post-plant, the time's running kind of low. You could say arguably the advantage might be in the favor of the T side. Glitchtech lose one, but Peter gets himself a trade. Phoenix with the op from ramp will find one. Monkey, I mean, just too much to contend with. Can't get it done, and Glitchtech keep it close as ever. Interesting to see that. Even though Glitchtech won that last round, the money's not in a great spot. This has been forced down to a MAC 10. I mean, I would say maybe it was a conscious choice, but it doesn't seem like it based on what's in the reserve. In the meantime, Peter with another great entry over on the A side. There's a second on triple that he's simply not accounted for, and a lot of damage done there. This does find Miles over on the B side, and even though a lot of damage has been incurred by the T side, you know, Redpack have done a lot with the pistols. None of them have converted to kills, and Glitchtech, as a result, will even up the score with only 1 round remaining in the first half. And they have a chance to go ahead for the very first time in the game. They do take another timeout, though. So we will have to wait a little bit longer for that final round to come through. This last round should be an all-out brawl coming through, but it does look like Glitchtech have opted to go very quickly over towards B. That Molotov could be a bit of a spanner in the works here. I think that was a saying I was looking for before. And, I mean, even though quite a bit of offensive utility has been expended by the CT side, it's not really resulted in very much. And, ooh, the flashes are really good from the T side, and the entries are as well. This is going to advance even further. Does get taken down by Franco with a quick trade. He's going to keep the favor on the side of Glitchtech. And yeah, now it gets difficult. There's still so much utility on that T side, and Peter finds a bit of a gap in the smoke that he's thrown. To take him down will just completely close off the Opera Valede. And I mean, doesn't get the kill. He burns down. And in the very last round of the first half, Glitchtech have been able to snatch that lead away. Whether they can hold on to it on the CT side is what we will find out very, very shortly. Alright, we're back for our second pistol round. And this is where Glitchtech have the chance to build themselves a very decent lead. They do have to win this pistol and then the conversion, and then maybe the round after that if they force. But this is an interesting tactic coming through from the T side. Fenix is going to do a little bit of chip damage, but nothing more. And Peteru, he's completely isolated here. Playing from Firebox, not expected and only good for one. That being said, though, the rotates have been quick, and Franco, oh, he's looking good with the USP. Finds himself 3-0 Valede, left in a 1v4. Can Franco make it to 4K, or will someone take his glory? He is the only one facing at the moment, and some acrobatics from Valede have allowed him to switch up the angle a little bit. He's still kind of cornered in, and Mikey will take that last shot. That last kill. This two and Franco both within a single shot of death, but I mean a pretty good pistol round, and Franco especially, he's come to life after that ace. I think he was like 6 and 10. No, not 6 and 10. That ace, before he got the ace, I'm pretty sure he only had like 1 or 2 kills, and now he's up to 19, I think it is. Oops. 17. Ooh, nice shot from Valede. It does look like Redpack have 4 spot into this one, and with an opening like that, I can't blame them. Ooh, Distu spotted the shoulder there as well. I don't know if Mihalos has spotted him as well. It is a very passive setup here on the A site, but even then, Fenix will find that first shot through the smoke. Gonna try and deny the bomb plant. Oh, just that last bullet needed. Doesn't quite connect, and then Mihalos coming in from behind. He's gonna catch Franco on the reload, but misses his chance. Mikey's found another kill in the meantime, though, although the bomb has been planted, which should be able to facilitate a buy in the next round for the T side. It does look like it should still be around for the CTs unless he's trying with the deagle. Finally finds the shot, but it's too late. Can't do much more and will get taken down after time as well. So he's not going to have that much money available to him. I say that, it's actually not bad. But it is another round for Glitchtech, and it's going to be another deagle buy for Redpack as well. So Glitchtech have the chance to go up 11-7. Which after going 0-6 is not exactly what you expect. Mikey's going to go aggressive at the top of mid as Neversleep picks up the scout. Unless playing in underpass as well. I think he's probably going to get cleared out. Either that or they wait for his aggression. Pedro playing on top of Ticket Booth takes care of the two players over towards A. Easy peasy, willy-nilly. And now less left than a 1v5. Very little damage done to the CTs as well. So if he wants any kills, they're going to have to be headshots. Doesn't have control of the bomb either. He's been put in a very, very difficult situation here. Does get that first kill. Nice headshot into Fenix, even though we didn't get to see it. Thanks, Auto Director. It's a little bit of damage, but it's not going to give them the round. Although, now with their first full buy, we'll get to see what this Redpack T side really has to offer. It looks like they're just running through the Molotov, which is interesting, although Pedro has done the same. It's not quite to the same effect as it has done to the to the T's, sorry. And Pedro, he's going to re-aggress. He's got a bit of space to play around within this smoke. They're not going to expect him in this position because they've just mollied it themselves. Unless has found a kill back, but it's still a 1v4 again. At some point, he's going to get tired of this. And once again, he doesn't have control of the bomb, put in a very difficult position, but he does still have plenty of time available. So if Glitchtech just gave him one-on-one fights and he wins them, there is a very slight chance that he has an inroad in this game. Round. He's going to try and come back through ramp, but it's nice to see that Pedro or Franco are not facing this alone. There is plenty of opportunity for the refrag, for the trade frag, sorry. I did say that, but Franco just either turned away or Pedro just aggressed and effectively isolated it to a 1v1, but I mean, still going to get the job done. Only a little bit of damage done, unless pretty sure he's one of the only players who's gotten kills in the second half for Redpack. So they've taken a time out here. They're like, hey boys, let's slow it down. Let's figure out what we got. We got time to come back. It's not over yet. But it is fair to say that Glitchtech have put up some staunch resistance here on their CT side. And Redpack have yet to figure out how to deal with it. Don't really have money for another full buy. Could maybe bring in like SMGs, Galils, if they want like utility, or just go AK armor with absolutely nothing. Doesn't look like they've gone for that, and they've actually used 2 consecutive pulses. Huh. Alright, I guess I have a lot to talk about then. Alright, it looks like we are back in, and Glitchtech should be able to get themselves a relatively smooth road over. Oh my god, really? They should be able to get the 13th easily. If we ever get to it, that is, as Redpack have used 3 timeouts in a row. I swear, if they use the 4th as well, I'm going to be a little bit annoyed. Well, it's good to see they haven't done that. The game can resume. They're going to try and take connector control very quickly. Mikey is there with the kill. Mikey does find Franco over towards short. Oh. Mikey holding on the fort, and well, the rest of Redpack fall like a deck of cards, or like a house of cards. Yeah, house of cards. So, Glitchtech have got themselves that 13th round. They're up against one more full buy. If this goes by the wayside for Redpack, I mean, they'd be giving up match point with a half buy. So, they're probably going to be hoping that's not how it goes. Pretty nice smoke coming through from spawn there to stop Redpack actually having that much control over an apartment. Although a nice trade from Mihails opens up the B side a little bit, might force a rotate over from the A site, and that could open a few gaps that Redpack might be able to exploit. Franco, he's just crawling to position, but now he's gonna have to drop out again, although not really touched by the Molotov. Never sleep it in the meantime. Has found a kill. Franco finds one, but overrun eventually, and the money's in a decent spot for Glitchtech, but I don't think they should go for this. They simply haven't got the loss bonus. They're going to have to buy over for Franco. And, yep, they've called it the save already. Redpack, after losing another 5 in a row, managed to bring it back. Finally put around their T side. This could potentially be the last full buy for Glitchtech if they don't win it out, because, I mean, that reserve has been whittled down pretty quickly. The trades are, again, really good coming through from both sides. One kill gets traded back immediately. Mihails and Neversleep on the board for the T side. And this too. He's going to go aggressive towards the top of mid. Does spot it. Oh, the nade might be able to finish him off. It just doesn't quite reach as far as he'd hoped for. Is that an effective flash? Because it's really neat if it is. This too, he's missed out on the timing, but still lands the spray. So man advantage now gained for Glitchtech, and it gets a little bit weird for Redpack now. They've not really got that much utility left. One smoke, one flash, one molly, one frag. And one's seriously lacking in health, although two players for Glitchtech are in the same position. So unless this two plays an angle where he can take the first shot, he might struggle a little bit. Does tag Monkey down low as well, so this should be fine. The flash is good as well, and Monkey just couldn't recover quickly enough from planting that bomb. So even though it's expensive, it is a round win for Glitchtech. They're one round away from match point, 2 rounds away from the map win. And they've got the T-side economy in a weird spot again. The loss bonus should still be plenty for, yeah, it should be plenty for the T-side. But even then, given that Mihails has no money, Neversleep and Velade are quite low as well. I imagine their last buy, unless they get the bomb plant, is going to be suboptimal. But that all hinges on this round, you know. That's only if they lose. It's a full buy versus full buy. It's going to be an all-out brawl. And, I mean, both sides have a good chance of winning out this round. It's a nice first catch for Mikey. Ooh, he's found himself a second, and Auto Director isn't giving me the benefit of seeing it. Fennec, he's about to find some contact here on the A site. The timing has betrayed him, and oh god, just simply had no idea there was someone there. Monkey is in a 1v3 though. What's going on? What's wrong with my Auto Director? Let's go on board with Monkey. He's going to be caught with utility, but still finds the kill. The Molotov should burn him down, though. Nicely done from Franco. Does find that kill and match point for the CT side. It was an expensive one as well, but they've got plenty in the reserve to buy up fully in this last round. And for the T side, I mean, can't really say the same. They haven't been able to muster together 5 rifles, but the utility isn't exactly optimal, and with one player missing a helmet, he's going to be very susceptible to the M4s now, as well as the AK and all. Decent amount of utility, or decent utility being thrown by Glitchtech as well. Never Sleep does find the first kill on the Galil, and Pedro, I mean, just gets completely overwhelmed. Although, saying that, I think Fennec just found himself a collateral, which is great to see. Mahal is now playing from the top. He's now stuck in a 1v3 for the map, and it's not going to go his way. Glitchtech with a phenomenal CT side to close out what was looking to be a pretty worrying game at the very beginning, going 0-6 down before making a mighty comeback to win out the half 8-7, and ultimately win out the game 16-8, only allowing the T side a single round, which is quite good.